Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter. Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter, and welcome to Goldilocks Global Banking News. I am your host of Goldilocks Global Banking News. I just got off the phone with Goldilocks, and we were going over the information that we're going to bring to you today about Iraq and a major milestone that Iraq just met. It was actually a requirement they had to meet in order to enter into the World Trade Organization as a full accession member. Iraq just announced that they have full accession into what's called the TIR, which is the Transit International Road System, TIR. This is an international organization under the auxiliary of the United Nations, whereby for all transport in and out of Iraq, think of all of the transport in and out of Iraq's borders via the roads, not the water, as Goldilocks has always coined the phrase, watch the water. That's where your ships are going back and forth throughout the world shipping goods and services. The Transit International Road, TIR, is for the trucks and the roads whereby all goods and services are moved in and out of Iraq. And this particular organization is similar to the World Trade Organization. The only difference is it deals with trucks in transit, and the World Trade Organization is ships on the water and trucks. Now, why is this such a major milestone? Well, because in order for Iraq to meet the qualifications for full accession, like think of the terminology, same as the WTO, full accession into the Transit International Road, or the TIR, they had to negotiate, Iraq had to negotiate agreements, rates of goods and services with all of the other members of the TIR, which is over almost 80. It's 78. Iraq was the 78th member. Iraq negotiated with all 77 other countries of goods and services and rates that will absolutely affect the Iraqi dinar going forward. You may ask, wow, why is this so significant? Let's jump right into it. The Republic of Iraq has achieved a key milestone with the signing of the guarantee agreement between the General Authority of Customs and the TIR National Association. This agreement will pave the way for the implementation of the United Nations TIR transit system in Iraq. Folks, Iraq initially joined March of 2023, but not as a full accession member. They joined, and then between March of 2023 and now, they finally met all the requirements to become a full accession member. Remember the WTO, the World Trade Organization. Iraq initially submitted an application to join in 2004. That's right, 2004. And as of September 2024, 20 years later, they finally met all the requirements to become a full accession member into the WTO. A key requirement for joining the WTO is consistent trade policies throughout the country, including tariff rates and customs procedures. Folks, the TIR meets those requirements for Iraq with custom tariffs and rates, because as the trucks transports hundreds of thousands of goods and services that equate to millions and billions of dinars every day in and out of Iraq, tariffs and taxes of those goods and services on the trucks and at the borders will greatly affect the strength of the Iraqi dinar. The signing of this agreement will go a long way in the accession process early next year for Iraq joining the WTO. The United Nations TIR transit system in Iraq offers a significant benefits by significantly reducing border crossing times, streamlining custom procedures, boosting trade potential, and promoting economic development within the region, the Arab region, by enabling faster and more secure movement of goods and services across the borders through a globally recognized digital system, essentially minimizing delays at customs checkpoints and facilitating efficient trade flows. This is yet another way that Iraq is digitizing the Iraqi dinar, and also will grossly affect and remove the manipulation of the dinar at the borders. As I stated, in March of 2023, Iraq became the 78th country to join the United Nations TIR. And there's some key benefits of this, not some, many. I'm going to speak on a few. Reduced border waiting times. Reduced border waiting times, folks, increases profit. Therefore, the dinar is affected by the increased profit at the borders. Simplified customs procedures. So this allows a single document that guarantees the custom duties throughout the transit journey, reducing paperwork and bureaucratic hurdles. Before, ladies and gentlemen, before it was a tremendous bureaucratic process, red tape, and corruption. All of that caused the devaluation of the Iraqi dinar. That's going away now. The United Nations and the International Road Transport Union have joined efforts to fully computerize the TIR procedure. Folks, this is Iraq taking a huge leap into the digital economy, the digital banking system that we are also doing the same thing with. This also increases trade potential. So by facilitating easier movement of Iraq's goods and services, the TIR system can stimulate trade between Iraq and other countries in the Arab region, which also stimulates additional stability and growth to the Iraqi dinar. It also enhances security. For example, the sealed load compartments on these trucks and strict custom control under the TIR system provides greater security for goods during the transit process, minimizing the risk of smuggling or diversion. So this tightens the process on Iraq in order to allow efficient and more robust trade of goods and services and products going in and outside of Iraq. Also reduces the cost, improve regional integration. Imagine Iraq integrating with the other Arab countries. Let's say, for example, the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, which is a BRICS nation. Just imagine Iran, which is a BRICS nation, and increasing the trade in the Arab region, since the UAE and Iran are in the same region. Trade agreements and customs, folks, can affect exchange rates. So by Iraq joining the TIR, Iraq aligns itself with international standards, promoting smoother trade interactions with these other countries in the region. Trade agreements can lead to more stable exchange rates. When countries trade more, their economies become more aligned, which can reduce the risk of exchange rate volatility. So this increases the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar. Tariffs. If you recall, with the WTO and Iraq joining as a full accession member into the WTO, tariffs increases can lead to real exchange rate appreciation in the value of the dinar. Tariffs are a type of trade barrier that can raise the relative prices of imported products. Exchange rates can play a significant role in the utilization of what's called free trade agreements. The United States has these free trade agreements with hundreds of countries around the world. Exchange rates can be volatile and can adjust when central banks make economic and political decisions or attempt to control inflation. Although Iraq is expected to have a rate for the United Nations TIR system, there is no indication yet in these articles that one has been decided upon. But rest assured, Iraq is expected to have a rate because of this full accession into the transit international road system. So there are links in the description for the proof and the receipts of all of this information, Iraq's full accession, and also the requirements which show in order to gain full accession, there are requirements for a rate to be relevant. Folks, there are what are called financial agreements and financial guarantees that Iraq had to agree to in order to become full accession members to the TIR. This stringent and robust, extremely difficult requirements for the international standards for Iraq to even qualify, they met in over a short period of time. It has only been a little over a year, and Iraq has met the strenuous requirements. Just like when Iraq qualified to join the WTO as a full accession member, they had to negotiate with over 122 existing WTO countries, which will affect the Iraqi dinar. They had to do the same thing with the other 77 countries of the TIR in negotiating rates of goods and services, which will absolutely affect the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar. This is a huge, major milestone that they have reached. Iraq is moving forward with the process to go international. These are some of the requirements that they've met. The TIR is a regional expansion. The WTO is global. Do you see the steps they're taking? One step at a time. They're moving up. Moving on up with the Jeffersons. maybe up to an apartment in the east side. We'll see. They are on their way. Folks, it's a beautiful, amazing opportunity that Iraq just met. Huge milestone. Understand it, embrace it. Feel free to research the links in the description to see the receipts for yourself. Most people didn't see this coming in Dinar land. Goldilocks, freedom fighter, we absolutely were tracking this. And here it is, now in the public. Congratulations, Iraq. Folks, we love you. We appreciate you. Be kind, be well, stay in unconditional love. Ciao. Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.